Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Reata Horsemanship. I'm Luke Brown, and I'm very excited to be with you here today on Motivational Monday. I hope you had a great weekend. This last weekend, my wife and I were able to get away for a couple days and spend some time together without the kids, and so that was pretty relaxing and a lot of fun. And I sure appreciated our friend Tosh and her willingness to take care of our kids while we were out having fun together as a couple. And I hope that you had a good weekend as well, whatever you did. And I hope you had a wonderful Easter. We had a great Easter afternoon lunch with Tosh, with our friend Tosh and her some of her family and our kids. And actually all of our kids were able to be together yesterday. So all 5 of them. Stacy had 2 children, I had 2 children, and we have 1 together. So we have 5 kids, and we were able to spend Easter morning and afternoon with our kids. And that was just, is quite a blessing. And I hope you guys had a wonderful Easter. And today for Motivational Monday with a horse that I'm riding right now, this is Chance. Chance is he's a middle-aged quarter horse. He's around 11 or 12, I think. And he came out of a kill pen out of Texas. I'm not sure exactly where in Texas, but he was basically being thrown away by somebody down there in Texas, and his owner had a soft heart, and she decided to take him on, and she had some challenges with him. He's real disrespectful, didn't want to move forward, just didn't know how to move forward, was kind of trippy, and he also ended up bucking her off at one point and hurting her some, broke her arm. So she's had her hands full with this horse, with Chance. And he's coming along. He's been with me for 4 weeks, and we're going to double up his sessions this week, and he's going to have technically 6 weeks of horse training sessions, hour-and-a-half horse training sessions with me, and he's coming along just fine. He's really starting to figure out life with humans. He's one of those horses that he's got a little bit of a lack of coordination. His motor control is a little bit challenged compared to some other quarter horses I've ridden. So that is one thing that we've been trying to work on, and that's one of the reasons why he's been he leans on the bit quite a bit. I think he leans on the bit to try to balance himself. So teaching him to collect better, get his hind legs up underneath him, and stop better and back better and move better off that hind end has really started to pay dividends when it comes to getting him to be a nice, calm, collected horse that is going to be great for his owner. And he's never really had challenges out here on the trail necessarily. He's a little bit challenged when it comes to navigating the terrain, going up and down steep places and that kind of thing. But generally, he's not spooky out here. He's only spooked once out of all the hours that I've ridden him out on the trail, both suburban and rural trails. And just really happy with where he's coming, and I can't wait for his last session on Friday with his owner. And she said she's nervous, and I hope she can relax a little bit and just have fun. And I think it's going to be a great session, and he's going to make a great horse. They're going to make a great partnership together. And he's a horse that really she struggled with knowing whether she made the right decision in buying him. And you never know when it comes to a horse that comes from the kill pen. You can get some pretty scary scenarios with horses that are real challenged and dangerous in some ways. But him, I think it was more of a coordination, motor control issue, and maybe he just didn't quite move like somebody wanted him to down in Texas. And so they went ahead and got rid of him, but somebody picked him up, his owner, and here he is. He's in Arizona and going up to Prescott after his training. And today for Motivational Monday, I was reminded today of the importance of taking risk. It's so important, it's vital to be willing and able to take risk in your life. If you're not willing to take risk, you're really not going to reap the rewards that your life could give you. And I was reminded of, he's kind of got to move around that bush. I was reminded of a quote from Mario Andretti, and I don't know much about Mario Andretti, but he was an Italian. I think he's still around. I think he's still survived right now. He still lives, but he's pretty in his old age, and in his prime, he was one of the greatest race car drivers to ever live on this planet. He's probably the top 3 of the greatest race car drivers ever. And one thing that he said really struck home to me, and I have it written down in some of my notes for a successful life, and that is, if you feel like you're completely in control, or if you feel like you're in total control, then you're not moving fast enough. Let me say that again. If you feel like you're in total control, you're not moving fast enough. And that's really challenging for us as human beings to take to heart and really to reach out there and try to take some risk. When life, we're always trying to be in control. I'm at the forefront of the thought that we should keep everything in control in our lives, and it's hard to reach out there and take risk and do something that's challenging in whatever way, physically, mentally, emotionally challenging. It's hard to do that. It's hard to take that risk. But if we feel like we're in total control, then we probably aren't taking enough risk in life. And I know that might sound counterintuitive to some of you, but really, if we want to be growing, we have to feel uncomfortable. And to feel uncomfortable, we have to step outside of our comfort zone. Just period. We have to step outside of our comfort zone. If we're not willing to step outside of our comfort zone, we are not going to get uncomfortable, and therefore we're not going to grow. And that stepping outside of our comfort zone and feeling uncomfortable, that is part of taking risk. And we don't have to take risks that are uncalculated and dangerous. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about just doing something as simple as if you're looking to find a partner in life, and if you're a man looking to find a woman to spend your life with, and taking risks might be to go out to a bar, or go out to a dance club, or go out go get on a social media site and put yourself out there, put your picture out there, and start talking to people and start making an effort towards finding that person. And that effort requires risk taking, and it is a risk, because guess what? You're going to get rejected. You're going to feel like you don't have it all together. You're going to feel like you're not good enough, you're not strong enough, you're not handsome enough, whatever it be, whatever situation you find yourself in. If you're thinking about starting a business, or moving up the ladder in your company, or pursuing a spousal relationship, or some kind of intimacy, whatever it is, it requires some risk taking, and that can be just a risk to your own emotional state. If you're not willing to get uncomfortable and feel sad and feel rejected, then you're just not going to take those risks that are necessary to find that right person, or get that correct job, or build that business, or train that specific horse that seems very challenging and risky to you to take it on, like Chance's owner has done. So just remember Mario Andretti's his quote about taking risk, and then if you feel like you're in total control, you're not moving fast enough. So think about your life, and think about, do you feel at times that you're taking risks, that you're making some challenging decisions that push you outside of your comfort zone? And if you're not, and you're staying inside your comfort zone, then I can guarantee you, you're not learning, you're not growing, and you're not progressing towards the person you could be, and towards helping the people that you can help in this life. And that's what it's all about, being the best that we can be, and helping those that we can help when we become, and as we become the best that we can be, because it's a lifelong process. I look forward to living that process throughout my life, and helping you do the same. And I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful start to a great week. Until next time, be thankful, live with purpose, live with passion, and as always, stay safe in the saddle.